Let's look at website development tools. When we look at website development tools, what are these tools that will help you to develop a website? If you don't know these tools, then it will be very hard for you to design. So we need to first explore them. What are they? So definitely, if you understand the different tools that can help you to develop a website, maybe in Microsoft Office Publisher, it will be very easy for you to design a website. So let's go to Microsoft Publisher by going to all programs or all apps. It depends on win the version you're using. So you go to Microsoft Office. When you have reached Microsoft Office, we can look at Microsoft Publisher. Upon Microsoft Publisher, we shall enter into uh, those tools. Microsoft Publisher tools. So when we have reached there, we can now try to look into these templates. Then we get website. Websites are down there. You may not have seen them, but so we are so so let's pick like one. So let's look into we have picked that particular template. Here we shall not pick too much of the buttons, because we definitely look at the buttons. We don't really looking at the buttons right now. Then when we have opened this, we have got our page. So here we have done to look at this. Let's look at the tools. What are these tools? For instance, if I want to, because remember the website page is given as a blank page, you to fill in the information. Let's assume this is the information that you want. So if I want to increase the size of this one page, I can increase by looking at the size resizer here. So this is the tool for increasing the size of so this is the resizer. So here it's what we call the resizer. So that is one tool to increase the size of your items. Many might be knowing, but there are those who may have just landed onto this application or this video. So that is the resizer for us. So in here we can look at any other tool, for instance, object selector. This is what we call object selector. The object selector will, before we go there, let's look at the text, because we have to. So if you want to add the text, for instance, down here, you have to click and look for that particular item that will help you to write. For instance, bike 9. So, so this is the so this is the item that can help us to insert. So this is the text box. It is for adding text box. For instance, bike 9, bike 03. So you see now we are adding two items, increasing the size and adding text. You see we are increasing the size and adding the text in it. Or we can still look and reduce cost some size. So this is the item for reducing the size. So if we are having this as another item in learning web development, so if you are going to list all these, you may need to have that item with you. So the item with you of adding text and increasing the size, because you may not be limited to what text that you were given alone. So 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 we have learned that we have the section that can, a tool that can enable you add work data or add text into our document or the website or the web page. Then we can go to another page, inserting table. You can insert tables in your website in case you have been given to add that to insert that particular uh, item. You want number of rows, for instance, you want 5 by 3, or you can say 3 by 3 or 3 by 8. So you can say okay. So the items, if you are very keen, they are here. We have these items. The table is already drawn here. It may not be visible enough, then we can look at the ways of make the visibility of our table by maybe adding some information in it. I can put like one, two, hello. So, so if we are to view very well our table, we can bold it, we can also increase the size. Here you see that upon adding the text the table. So here when you are developing a site, you have learned how to insert a table in it. So one of the tools is to insert a uh, is a table is also one of the tools that is very important, because many may not be knowing, but we need to create uh, websites with information. For instance, calendars and all this, you might embed them or you can bring them from other sites. But for instance, where a customer needs you to add a text box in your website, you have learned that we have that tool. Then where a customer needs to insert a table, you see that we have seen that a table is also visible from one way or another, can be also inserted into our web page. Briefly, when you are designing a web page, we have learned that we have tools which we are exploring one by one. So in this first phase, we have looked at those few tools. One like text box, increasing the size, then a table. Briefly, you can check onto our channel, which is Northbridge Technologies, for more of these tutorials in information communication technology, which is IT, to get your best videos that can help you learn from beginners to the level that you may uh, really check and see from starters as you keep developing your skills in information technology. Briefly, we can end here for now. Thank you.